And we were supposed to pretend like we can't hear him and watch him panic.
Warning, my dad and his friends are total idiots. Like they can barely wipe their own butts. Listening to them will only make you dumber. It's party time, baby.
Hi, we're back again.
Hello.
London? Hi.
He's turning the gag on us now. I told you.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm so funny.
Yeah. All right.
Do we have any topics left?
I got.
And please, for the love of God, Chris.
Yeah.
When you push this show through your Facebook page, tell people not to comment there. I got a text from Phil. He's like, what the fuck? None of my comments are showing up. I'm like, make sure it's at the Two Dolts Facebook page not Bomb's page.
I don't know. Hey, I can't make people smarter. I can't.
No, you can't, but you can also put the fucking disclaimer up. Don't be fucking dumb. We've went over this.
Hi, everybody. Don't comment on my personal Facebook feed. Go to the Two Dolts one. Is that better? Does that make Daddy happy? Does Daddy want to like?
Fuck.
I don't know, man.
You silly kids.
It's not my problem.
Chris, did you get new ink? Did you get new ink, bro?
Like a long time ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is it? Let me see it. I haven't seen it.
Well, so
By
I was
the way-
out with my
By the way, you
sister.
look really
Cover
good, man. Have you been
Yes.
like working out and shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's yes.
Yeah.
I get
Guys.
I get the pictures of everything he did every day. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, dude. You look good, man. I'd fuck you.
When hasn't he looked bad though? He's literally looked like this forever.
No, he's never had definition. I can see a little bit of fucking muscle in those
Whatever.
arms.
Oh yeah.
I've seen that before.
Power.
You
clean.
also
see
don't
it,
get
baby.
fucking shirtless pictures from him every other day.
Yeah, man. You look good, dude. You look good.
I send pictures to Daryl. I'm like, you could be this.
Or be in this.
Yeah. Oh, both. Yeah. Or at
Let
the same time.
me see your new ink, dude.
Yeah. So no. So we were.
So yeah, I had this done. Oh,
Wait, what's that, dude? I like new ink. I like ink.
No, Daryl went to the Anne Frank Museum, so he ended up getting a serial number on the fucking bicycle.
Chris, I think one of the times you were at the creek, you didn't meet my parents' neighbors that own the little store. I don't think you met them.
I think
London, you know, like Mike and Sylvia Hogan.
Yes.
So we were at the grad party, and obviously it hangs out on my sleeve a little bit. And Sylvia,
What
who
do you
is
got?
all of it's my wedding date. That's all. No
Oh,
big
okay.
deal. Nothing big. I got branded by
And
my
Roman
wife.
numerals or like
Yes, in Roman
regular-
numerals. Yeah.
Okay. All
So
right, Buck, stop yelling at me.
It's very
so we're
different.
sitting there, and Sylvia, she is 4'3".
Spinner.
Yeah, she's a
About as
tiny
big as
girl.
London. And it's just every time you talk to her, she's like, wow, what the fuck? And she's like, hey, are those Roman numerals? I'm like, yeah. So I pull up my sleeve a little, and she sat there and she's like, okay, so that she's doing it. She's like, that's a 9, that's this, that. And she was going right down the fucking list. And I'm like, I was super impressed. My mom sat there going, I never would have figured that out. I'm like, no shit, Judy.
It's how many Bush Lights Judy drinks in a day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. It's like, holy shit.
I have to be honest with you, Daryl. I have to come clean on something. So I've busted
We
your
know
balls.
it went in. We know it went in.
It did not go in. It did not. I will go to my fucking grave saying
Good, because
that
I'm going to go to your grave saying it did, and I'm going to laugh.
We're gonna dig you up and put it back in there.
I do have to bust your balls a little bit, dude, because I've given you a hard time about drinking the Bush Light, and I've kind of gotten into it a lot. It's not bad, and I missed out on it, but every now and again down here, I don't know if you guys have Winn-Dixie up there. You guys don't have Winn-Dixie up there,
No.
do you? They have a liquor store in the grocery store, and they sell 30 packs of Busch Light for $10.99.
Holy shit!
How are you not buying pallets of that shit? I will drive down there and pick it up.
I missed it the last sale they had, so the next one they have, I will let you know.
I will literally fucking PayPal you $8,000 for a pallet of fucking beer, whatever. Actually, a pallet of beer would be like $70K. I'll just send you like $800.
Yeah,
but yeah,
fair enough.
That's
$10.99 for a 30 rack.
I got on this train. I used to be a big Coors Light guy because Dino. That's what I used to drink in Winterfest. So I was always drinking Coors Light. And then we went camping, and we ran out of beer. And my parents were drinking. They're back on the Busch Light train all of a sudden. I'm like, all right, cool. They're like, here, have a couple of our beers. I'm like, oh shit, this ain't bad. So it was like, we got through the next camping season, and I'm like, got a couple cases of Coors Light, got a 30 pack of Busch, and then completely kind of like converted. And I strictly just drink. It's so hard to get Busch Light in Erie County right now.
Yeah.
Wyoming County, it's fucking at every bar. Now you walk into a restaurant or something in Erie County, you're like, you guys got Busch Light? And it's like, the record skips and everybody looks at you. It's like you drank out of the wrong water fountain or something. I'm like,
do you know that Jamboree in the Hills is no mas?
Yeah, it's been that way for years, dude.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, I have to what's up, Ashley? What's up, cousin Dave? I am literally going to send you a picture right now. I can't believe I didn't send it to you earlier.
Do you remember when Jim Kishel made out with that old woman?
I think we need to plan like a good guys trip.
I don't think I've seen an older person in my entire life than the one that Kishel.
Cousin Dave.
And when the flash went off.
Hang on, it was in the daytime when that flash went off.
And he still said,
and he saw it.
What did you see? We said, all of it.
It is 3:00 in the afternoon on a side of a hill in the middle of bumfuck Ohio. 100 degrees, and I've got a disposable camera. And we are sporting hot chicks. We're getting pictures with hot chicks. Girls are showing us our boobs. Kishel walks about 20 feet away, and he is making out with the fucking lady is older than the
Golden Girls.
Yes, the whole cast of the Golden Girls. And I reached back and I grabbed my fucking camera and the disposable camera, and the flash was on. I wound it, click. All right, we're ready to go. And I took a picture of it. Again, 20 feet away, sun's as high as it can be, not a cloud in the sky. The flash goes off. Kishel's all over the chick, and he turns around. And he sees me in London standing there with the camera, and he goes, how much of that do you see? And London goes, all of it.
Too much. Too much.
I put the fucking camera back in my pocket. Me and London went back, and we started telling everybody. And Kishel comes back, and we're like, dude, you can't deny it. He's like, I did it. And he just had zero game. He didn't care. He did not care.
No.
But
he's like Mike.
Literally Estelle Getty.
Yeah.
Good fucking name grab, dude. That's great.
That was a great name, actually.
Yeah. We need to go. And I'm not saying we need to go to like a festival because some people might not be able to be around people. Daryl might get yelled at. But if we go to like a cabin or like go to the ocean, go ocean fishing, that'd be fun.
We talked about like all of us like meeting kind of like there's really no middle. That would be cool. If we put like you, me, Hurley, and London in a group, our middle would be like
there's some cool ass like shitty small towns where we could just go camp.
I 100%
back
want on my couples massages, whatever. I 100% on my bucket list want to go to Williamsport, Pennsylvania to watch the Little League
World Series.
Really?
And oh my God,
I would be in for that.
It is totally on my bucket list. Like super high up.
Let's do it.
The Little League World Series, then the college World Series than I don't know, fucking ball bash fest. I don't care after that.
Cool. I know a guy.
Gary Carter's tombstone.
I've seen it.
Did you cry?
Cried.
Yeah.
Fuck
boy.
yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, I did.
Can you tell me why you like Gary Carter so much, just so I know?
I can.
Yeah, actually, I want to hear this because I've known of your fascination and your love for the guy. Where'd it come from?
Right there.
Yeah, okay.
I couldn't figure out which arm was this, that, and the other. So
London, when you hold your fingers up like this, one shows it like an L for
well,
left.
look on the fucking screen. It's back.
Don't look at the screen. You should know which arm is your arm. Both your arms are fat.
It was there, man. I'm sorry.
Come back onto this.
I'm day drunk.
thing.
I mean, when I'm day drunk. I'm sorry.
So I was
Please
14, and I was living up in Arcade, and I didn't have a whole lot of friends up there. I used to get really bullied when I lived in Arcade. And I went down to the library.
Fat kid got bullied.
No, not what was me. It just is truthful. This is exactly why I fucking started liking Gary Carter. So I went down to the library a lot.
Does Gary Carter know that you bullied people like me? You piece of shit.
I bullied you because I got bullied, Chris. I'm sorry.
Hurt people.
Two wrongs don't make a right, you fat fuck.
Hurt people. That's absolutely right. And I've apologized. I can't apologize anymore.
Yeah, no, it's
Dude,
it's
he
done.
did apologize
It's all
on our podcast about that. And
it's all done.
It was sincere.
Yeah.
Very.
I still don't buy it. Whatever.
You're such a douche. Anyway, I went and I was reading a magazine because he was the baseball's first $1 million player, right?
I didn't know that.
He was. So Daryl's Googling it. It's fine.
Yeah, because I was right already once.
So I was reading an article in the Sports Illustrated about him, and he was drinking out of a broken coffee mug. Like the handle was broken on it.
He's got $1 million, rich as fuck.
And I was like, wow, really kind of humble. I really like this guy. Really kind of cool. And so I just started liking him. That was it, man. And then he came to the Mets because I was a Mets fan. I hated the Yankees. And
he was Expos first?
Yeah.
How did I know that? You know why? Because
all these search results and Gary Carter's not mentioned. Nolan Ryan. Dave Parker was the first athlete to make, I don't know what Dave Parker did. Baseball player, 1978, 5-year contract. First professional athlete to earn $1 million a year.
Oh,
Dave Parker. It was not Gary Carter. But that's okay. I'm not disputing your story. And, carry on about Gary Carter.
It was in the fucking magazine.
Yeah.
He got in the library.
Dave Parker.
Absolutely
right there. Yep.
Not gonna lie, you guys have been. Yeah.
Maybe he signed the first $1 million contract.
For what?
Maybe so.
So contract and per year.
That was Nolan Ryan.
Contract and per year is different.
Nolan Ryan was the one that signed the first
79. Nolan Ryan. Yep.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was on the cover of a Sports Illustrated. It had his picture right up there.
But he had nice lettuce.
He had great lettuce.
Yeah.
So he played what position?
Catcher. Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter.
So,
thank you, Daryl. Fucking throw that in all the time, buddy.
Thank you.
So
I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it.
And he was on the 86 Mets?
Absolutely. He's, and Ray Knight was the MVP of that. Let me just fucking go on a little soapbox here for a second.
Mm-hmm. Ray Knight, didn't he start Nike?
No, that's Knight Rider.
Phil Knight. What?
That's a car. The talking car. The talking car started at Kit.
Have you seen the cast of Baywatch now?
Yeah, they look like your belly button.
True.
Just a depraved.
Actually, I didn't realize. Shit. Actually, behind Daryl, I didn't realize he had a picture of Pam Anderson fucking hanging up.
Yeah, it's actually Tommy Lee's dick.
Oh, by the way, he posted a picture on Instagram the other day, and of his dick and left it there for
Who's
hours.
clicking?
Someone's fucking up. Hold on.
Probably you, Chris. Your shitty internet.
Better?
Just needed. Yeah. See you, London.
Yeah. Check your mic connection.
I haven't
Push the
done
plug
anything.
all the way in. It
I know.
just started. Is it me?
No, it's London.
Oh.
When you get sweaty, it might fuck with the connection.
Is that better?
No.
No.
I'm gonna send you equipment. I'm gonna go on Amazon and I'll fix you.
I guess shit just got real. I walked up during the break to talk to the family about what we're gonna do, and all of a sudden my daughter had changed her clothes. I'm like, oh boy.
Hold on.
Definitely.
London, unplug your microphone and plug it back in. And just give me a thumbs up when you're back in. I can see you. Yeah. So what were we talking about?
Gary Carter.
Yeah. So you know what's weird is like when you see people that. So earlier today, I showed Max highlights of Barry Sanders, and my kids are like, "But he's not a Buffalo Bill."
That's where you failed as a parent. Your fucking stupid Bills fucking mafia lifestyle has ruined them to anything outside of being a Bills fan.
Now, hang on. One could argue that. Oh, hold on. Lennon says he's back. Yeah?
Hi.
Nope.
No. Nope. Try this, man. Unplug your headphones completely from your computer, and then give me the. I'm back. So, one could argue that Thurman Thomas was the catalyst to how the running back position changed altogether. So it wasn't yards per carry. It wasn't rushing yards. It was total yards.
The prototypical
guy.
back. Yeah, because he was like one of the first guys that was able to come out of the backfield and catch short passes and whatever. So back then, you could make that argument. Sure. And it's a good, very good baseline to start that argument with.
But if you talk about motherfuckers that won't get touched, Barry Sanders is by himself, period. Yeah.
Head and shoulders.
1A.
Leading that category and nothing else come close. Like you said, I mean, there was people that just never even touched his fucking jersey. Yeah.
Yeah. So I started reading up on him a little bit. And he played Thurman Thomas, again, was RB1. Barry Sanders, RB2.
Oklahoma State, right?
Yeah, Oklahoma State.
Better.
Nope. No. Worse.
All right, do this. Headphones in and kill your microphone.
I changed my headphones over. So frustrating, man.
So unplug your microphone.
Hey, man, it's all right with your Walmart setup.
It's not. It's a good setup.
I know. I can't.
He has the mics that I want.
Anymore. But the long black ones that hang from the ceiling.
A girl can dream. So Thurman Thomas.
I know what the problem is.
What?
All his kids are on their fucking video games right now.
No, he's 10 out of 10.
That literally just changed.
He's 10-10. You're 10-10. I'm 9-10. Apparently, my looks affect the fucking internet.
I literally tried to plug my Cat 5 cable in upside down and sideways before I figured out this is not how this works. Because I'm like, I'm really hungover.
Yeah.
I just got out of bed like 25 minutes before this started.
And still a producer of content. Crushing it. All right. London is...
How's that?
Nope.
Choppy as fuck, dude.
Yeah. What happened? It was good. All of a sudden.
It was awesome.
Right in the middle of Gary Carter's story, it happened.
Everybody hates Gary Carter.
I blame your kids.
Gary Carter. I can't talk.
Tell them to get off their goddamn Xbox. They're sucking your internet. They're just swallowing your bandwidth. That's also the name of my day.
Yeah, I feel this weird. That's a poor name. She swallowed my bandwidth. A Time Warner Cables story.
Anything?
It's crackly.
It's like
it's better.
It's your voice and then a robot voice of your voice.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
It's $5 fucking cords here.
Well,
that was it. Oh, he unplugged. He was all right, but it was a little crackly.
I don't hear the cracklies anymore.
Talk.
No, I don't hear him.
No.
All right, do this.
Gone.
Do this.
He was good right there.
I know.
His words were coming out of his mouth, but it was just a little crackly in the background. Yes.
Yeah. Better. That's good.
Yeah. You're back.
I
think.
If anyone's still friends with Tim Merritt, have him send me a file that says, "And we're back."
How about this? Ready? Just listen to this. Ready? Better?
Same.
You're fine right now.
I'm good? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay. What did you do that was different?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
You were telling a story, all of a sudden it just went to shit.
I unplugged and plugged me back in. That was literally what I did.
That sounds like what we heard Melissa did to you.
It never went in my butthole. And let me tell you a little bit about.
Man,
I played high school baseball with a dude we all know here, and his name is Dave Suttle.
Oh,
and the dude in high school, like, I don't know if I even had hair on my balls. This dude was a man, I think. I mean,
so cousin Dave is what, 6 foot?
Yeah.
Ish?
He's my height. Yeah.
Cut from granite, a stone, a rock.
Good looking guy.
I'd blow him.
Well, I mean, that bar's low as shit, dude.
Yeah, literally pick that thing off the ground, dude.
Yeah, the bar is low. Right.
Yeah.
But because he's asking about the Joe Arm shit, because this fucking dude could throw a ball, honestly, from center field wall to me when I would catch it.
So I know nothing about baseball. Define Joe Arm shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Please.
I don't know about the story.
We used to call him Joe Arm because his fucking arm.
Who's Joe?
Joe
Dierte? I don't fucking. It was like.
Okay, so a
Joe,
guy
like
that
Joe
picks it up from the
Schmo.
fucking wall can throw it, and he's Joe Arm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yo, he was like that when we played for Club Dub's softball team. He would be playing center field. He would just throw fucking piss missiles.
Yeah, everywhere. Every fucking time we would be warming up.
I love your guys' sports vernacular. It's a piss missile.
It might not be right on target, but it's getting there, and it's not hopping. It's not a one hopper. It's coming on a frozen rope.
It's getting there. Right.
And fast.
So we're just warming up, right? We're not even game time yet. We're not even the other team hasn't even got off the bus yet.
What age?
And dude is throwing fucking absolute just howitzers at
What
me.
age are you?
15, 16, 17, 18.
Mid-teens.
You know, like
you
sophomore.
throw, it's a fold. He throws, it's a pop in the mitt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know when someone like really throws and you feel that fucking pop?
Yeah, we are.
The mince
so
oil.
About 4.5 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Just 702 miles an hour, just fucking crushing it at me.
Yeah.
So one time I get called up to play varsity, and he's playing right field. What? I didn't hear. I thought you said
37 years old. finally it's called up from varsity.
Give me London.
Where's he at? He's in fucking Florida.
You know when like they want the lefty to come in, they tap the arm, or the righty. Like they want London, they rub their belly.
Give me London.
Give me
You
that
want
guy.
that piece of shit. Yeah, fuck. So he's
Or yeah, they
playing right.
finger their butthole. They're like, yeah. Oh, it's
Come
you.
on, man. It
Yo, you're
never
up.
went in, dude. It never fucking went in. Jesus, pissing me off now. It never went in.
Allegedly.
So he's playing right field. This dude's on first. There's a fucking ball hit out, like in between the gap and right and center. You're a bunch of
Cousin Dave.
assholes.
Yeah,
You're a
cousin Dave gets
fucking-
it.
So cousin Dave gets it, picks it up, and like I can't even fucking get the words out how fucking hard he dude throws it. I drop it. I drop the ball home. Fucking hits me. I didn't move my glove. Stuck my glove.
You
right
dropped the
boom,
what?
The ball. Boom. Hit me right in the
I'm not.
fucking
I don't know
glove.
if anybody else out there heard it, but I could have swore he said butthole.
What the
Maybe
fuck,
it's your
man?
Florida accent. Maybe it's the tea drinking. I could have swore he said I dropped the butthole. Maybe it could have been your fat tongue. I don't know. That sounded just like that.
I fucking dropped it. They scored the run. We ended up losing. I got pulled out of the game. I was just a fucking shit show. He says, Dave, I'm going to apologize publicly for dropping that fucking howitzer that you tossed at me. I apologize.
How many years ago was this?
Sophomore, high school.
So like 27 years ish.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's got to
I
be.
remember the play like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
London, how old are you?
Just, I'm going to be
44?
46.
46.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say yeah. All right, so yeah.
So I had the same thing similarly. So I found basketball tapes a couple years ago, and this one play haunted me for fucking ever. We were down by 2, and we had maybe 10 seconds left. Oh, wait. And my coach was pretty aggressive, when it comes to like how he talked to you. And so we had a few chances to kind of win, I guess. But he was like, listen, it's going to be your shot. You take the shot. So we did this inbounds play. I get it. I'm completely surrounded by people. So me just jacking a 3 from
Ain't doing
probably
anything.
what's a high school 3, like 23 and a half feet or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm at 27 feet. Like I'm like,
from the logo,
yeah. So
as the kids these days call it.
I loop around and throw a pass to one of my guys down below, and
Called teammates.
Yeah, he double catches it, and then it goes out of bounds. It hits him in the hands. My whole life, I thought I fucked up the whole play. I found this fucking videotape that I've had since it happened, probably, where it's like, I don't know that I did things wrong, but the way that it fucking sat with me was like, I fucked it up. I remember crying at the end of the game, like, I fucked up. I should have just turned and jacked the 3, because let's call me a 45% shooter. 2 to 1 chance it goes in, ish. But it was a solid play. It was a good option to take to tie it up. And the guy catches it, hits his knee, goes out of bounds. And I lived with that shit for fucking ever until I saw the tape. It's so weird. It's so weird how like
weird
little
that
tiny
that's
things like
what
just
you
like live with you.
Hold on to that.
And I'm back.
Literally, like fucking dumbass. Go to WWE events or wrestling, or I don't know whatever wrestling shit, because he still believes it's real.
Who does?
And
Me? Are we talking about
you,
me?
yes, we're talking about you. And everybody's got these signs about their favorite wrestler, this, that, and the other thing. Fuckhead's down in one of the frontest rows. He's down close. He's got a big sign that says London with an arrow, and he just holds it over.
Yeah.
It was so weird. Everybody's like, "Do you see London on TV? How could you miss it?"
Yeah.
Not that wasn't a fat joke. That was a joke.
Oh,
about
I
your
know.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a huge, thick white sign. Yeah, daddy.
But it was the simplest, funniest fucking thing too. It's like everybody's like, I'm just gonna. I don't know any of the new wrestlers, but I was like, I love Hulk or Superfly. You can get caught in my Venus flytrap. Oh shit, London with an arrow. That's all you saw.
That's the way to do it. Smart.
So
And he was always like kind of down close too. So he was definitely got mad camera time with that sign too.
My oldest Leighton, we took him up to when he was in wrestling. We took him up to Orlando, and I made him a London sign, and he made TV. And Nate, one of my buddies down here, was like, "Dude, I totally saw that sign."
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
London with an arrow.
So fucking good too. I'm like, so simple, so stupid. Like we went to me, Dean, Hobbs. I don't even remember. We went down to a fucking Sabres Capitals game, and we stayed with Beeve. And like I made up this fucking who's the credit card company that did the priceless one? Who'd ever did that? That ain't fitting.
Wow.
There's zero pads in that helmet. So I like, tickets to the game, whatever, this, that, and the other thing, and like the beer, I exorbitant amount of money, and like, getting to see our favorite team play, priceless. Fucking Dean grabs a marker, just finds this piece of construction paper and writes, "I'm drunk again." And I'm telling you, it was fucking everywhere after that game.
Yeah.
That's all people wanted to see. There's a big Dean standing right in the glass. "I'm drunk again." Mine had like "Hi Mom" on it and all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I always wanted to have,
like
outside of on Main Street in Buffalo, there used to be an abortion clinic. And if you were driving down towards like Williamsville in Buffalo, there'd always be
that's
what?
Yeah, you can drive to Williamsville from there. Yeah,
towards. I'm saying towards. I'm not saying going to.
Okay.
Yeah, towards like
I got confused for a second.
Sorry, MapQuest. My bad. So if you drive, you see all these people protesting. And there's like school buses of kids driving past this abortion clinic, and there's people holding up like what an aborted baby looks like.
Signs of dead fetuses.
It always seemed weird to me. Like we have live kids in school buses, and you're showing dead babies. It just seems weird.
I know exactly what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah.
So I
think we've all seen that.
Yeah. So when Cecilia and I were, this is like probably 2 months before London and I became friends. John and I would sit in a room and go, what can we do that we can film that would be funny?
Oh, boy.
And he goes, well, there's all these people like protesting abortions. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny to stand in the middle of the thing with a sign that says, "I offer no opinion on the matter." You have like, it's bad, whatever. And like, it's just some guy in the middle with a thing. And I chickened out. And to this day, I'm so pissed off that I never just went and did it.
I'm surprised you pussied out on that.
Yeah. Yeah. To this day, like, do you know how bad I wish I had a picture of me with all this bullshit with "I offer no," like I'm protesting the fact that I have no opinion.
or
were
sign.
the cardboard sign guy before he was the cardboard sign guy.
Yeah. Oh, dude. So seeing that, and Brownsy, rest in peace. We had thousands of hours of videos where we did dumb shit. Like I put chocolate pudding like all up my ass crack and was like walking around to homeless people.
I'm sure.
Chocolate pudding.
Sure it was chocolate pudding.
Yeah.
Chocolate pudding.
So Brownsy had access to Canisius College's cameras. And this is like back in the day where you couldn't get good cameras. That's how you spit through a helmet. It's a talent. Wow. This guy. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Talent. Yeah.
There's so many I could just put on right now.
We would film for hours. Like London, I think one of the first times you came over to our house, we had 4 or 5 cameras going. Like we were always filming stuff. Always.
London. Your father-in-law's watching.
Hey, Bob.
What up, Bob?
See about.
All right, fucks. I gotta go do family some shit.
All right.
I earned that. this. Whatever I just
And
said.
for this reason, you're out.
Thank God I'm not driving anywhere. I'm going to make Krista drive. I think we're going to go get some food. I got to go to Dick's Sporting Goods, and I have to get a speaker and a waterproof wind jacket. Windbreaker,
Waterproof?
Waterproof. Dude, my face is fucking. I'm stroking now.
Yeah, take a break, dude.
Anyhow, I gotta go because we're in a golf tournament tomorrow. But London, I'm playing in Bomb. Obviously, you know, I'm playing with Charlie Gardner and his dad and his brother tomorrow. And I'm supposed
Tell
to
the
piss on
Gardners,
myself.
what up, bitches?
I will pass on that note.
If you see Rick Bunsey, ask him if we're having a league this year.
I actually hung out and drank beers with his cousin yesterday at the work picnic. So yeah. I think you guys were just talking about that on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't comment on anything for
every single time.
So anyhow, I got to roll. Gentlemen,
Happy Doug.
keep it real. London, good talking to you as always. I did send you a text message. I hope I get a reply in the next 3 to 6 months. So
wow.
The answer is yes. Whatever it is, the answer is yes.
For as much shit that goes in and out of that thing, that is a tight sounding
my
butthole.
butthole's
You should be
super,
very proud.
super tight.
That's good.
Mine
That's
is
good.
mine is not. Mine is not.
My asshole like sighs. It's like, meh.
London farts. It sounds like somebody threw Jello in a trombone.
That's my fucking line, you son of a bitch.
No, and that was a perfect time to drop it. I was gonna give you mad credit for that.
Is that?
So,
Can I use that? Am I allowed to use
dude,
that?
yeah. Bum said it years ago it was actually on Facebook. It was one of my posts, and every time I see it, I fucking laugh. I'm like, I gotta remember to use this in real life. So,
Well, yeah. I mean,
all right, gentlemen.
All right.
I bid
Have
you
a good
adieu.
one.
Have a good
Are we-
one, and
Are we
Yeah,
playing on? Chris?
we'll continue. Yeah.
yeah, I gotta
Okay.
go do family shit.
All right, brother. Enjoy your family.
I
You know
will.
what, dude? Don't ever fucking
Talk to
worry
you
about
again.
anything other than them.
Hey, don't sweat the technique.
No,
Don't sweat
And-
the technique.
I gotta-
That's not for me to say.
You guys looking to have any more kids or no?
dude, that ship sailed. When
Oh, yeah,
when
you
they
hung
pulled Brady out, they cut out her Felution
Pussy.
tubes.
Oh, sorry.
Felution
I'm a doctor.
The fuck
Yeah,
is a
the
Felution tube?
Flavius and
The Flavias. Yeah, they took all that shit right out.
Oh, okay.
So no,
Nice,
kids
now
are
you
the
just-
fucking worst. I'm done. Whatever, fuck them.
Now
just
it's
a
just fucking
Just throw loads at my wife. No
yeah,
kids.
just bombs away, baby.
Yeah.
you both look at this.
It's like a Nerf gun with no air.
Like you're lazy. Your sperm are coming out in hammocks. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't want to do anything.
They're listening to reggae music.
They're banging
Knitted
cheeseburgers.
sweater. They're like, yeah, I don't think so.
There's that one go-getter and they fucking kill him.
Not today.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna be
bitches.
the next Michael Phelps, and then the fucking guys in hammocks gonna stab him to death.
He's fucking.
No taps. No tapsies.
Jesus Christ! All right, I love you
My
guys.
Jesus
Later.
Christ.
Dude,
Later, brother. Mother and Mary. Whoa, my head got rubbed. See this little spot here on my nose? See that?
yeah,
Right there. The one you made fun of me before about.
it's still there.
Oh.
That was like 2 years ago.
It's basal cell carcinoma. So it's a
Sounds
skin
like
cancer.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
And I just have to go get it scraped out.
Yeah.
Just a little afraid to.
Just do it.
Don't really want to do
Why?
it.
Why wouldn't you do it?
I don't know. I just don't want anything that's called a scrape and burn. I don't really want part of.
Sounds kind of hot. I'm in.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. I'd like to do things that where you have to sit there and they're gonna keep going until you freak out. Like the dentist. I hate going to the dentist.
I actually like the dentist.
Really?
I don't really care about like procedures and stuff. I just don't want to start them. Once I'm there and in them, I'm all right. You know what I mean? Once like you're scraping and burning, or once like you're drilling, I don't really give a fuck. Just do you.
I went to this, excuse me, lady, and she's like, "You have a lot of scar tissue, like here." She's like, "Why is that?" I'm like, "Well, I'm a smart ass.
Balls on my chin."
Yeah, that, and I've been punched in the face 1,000 times. So, whatever. She's like, "Well, we can do like micro needling, so, and it breaks up the scar tissue."
See, it doesn't sound appealing.
Yeah,
micro needling.
Well, micro means small. Micro means small, so it's not going to hurt. It was so goddamn painful.
Yeah,
it's someone pushing on your face hard with a machine, and then when she hits a button, it goes choo-choo, and it shoots needles into your face with a bright bolt of light. And so it's like needles,
not
and
one needle, probably like a ton of little needles, right?
Yes, yeah, like 40 at a time. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, and she loves her job. She's like, "Well, just keep going, bitch." I'm like, "I don't know, man.
You let me know when
I
you
might
can't
be
handle it.
done." Yeah. But dude, I was freaking the fuck out. Like I talk about like starting a procedure. My heartbeat. I could see my heartbeat in my eyes.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this. Like, I know once I'm in there and she's like already numbed me up and I'm ready to go, then I just fucking do it, right? Just do it. But the whole, like, if she came to my house and did it, totally different than me having to drive there, knowing that it's going to be painful. Not forward to that.
Right.
So,
well,
that's where I'm at with that.
It's only painful until she does the injection, and then you just sit there. Right?
You are
you don't have skin cancer. So
you are correct.
Yeah. If you died because of a black spot on your nose,
that'd be like the baddest ass death ever.
No,
right?
No.
You don't think so?
No. No. Like Normandy, it was like,
Yeah, I guess you're right. You storm the beaches of Normandy, that's a little more badass than.
Yeah, I mean, let's say you get to heaven, right? And they line up all the people that had valiant deaths. It's like Vikings, Normandy,
Challenger explosion.
Yeah, the Smurfs. And then you're like way down here. Like you're low. Like,
I'm not ahead of the Smurfs, Chris.
They were communists. It was hard life.
Socialist, not communist.
They were communists.
They weren't.
They sure fucking were. Papa Smurf, dictator. Smurfette. Did he ever do a job?
Yeah, wasn't he a wait. Wasn't he? No, wasn't he a blacksmith?
No, he's blue. Easy.
Wasn't he a blacksmith?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
No, Brainy did brainy things. Brawny did brawny things. Come on.
No, I remember that. And Smurfette did child porn.
Yeah, obviously. All right, here we go. Papa Smurf. Job. I think he was just like an overseer. Okay, here we go. Papa Smurf's duty is to ensure that all the Smurfs of the village get along and respect each other. When real chaos arises, Papa Smurf usually resorts to drastic measures, often through use of magic. If that doesn't say dictator, I don't know what it does, dude.
I mean, it says dictator. Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I apologize. They're communists.
Yeah, I know you guys are all doing your professions and we're taking all your money, but you know what? Magic. Done.
So who was Gargamel in the whole thing then? Jesus?
The whitey, I would say like the U.S.
The U.S.?
Yeah, Smurfs were made by a German.
I knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So the whole thing of like working together, it was like a whole communist thing. It was, or maybe like fascists would probably be the way to do it.
Probably a little bit better than so I don't feel like they were communists.
Yeah. But they lived in a fascist regime, you would say? Would you rather live in a attic or ish thing? Like democratic seems fine. Ish, but like fash-ish, like that shit, it's like you're fucked. You're totally fucked. But they go like, hey, bricklayer, you're as important as the guy that does medicine. You're like, I buy into that. There's more bricklayers than medicine guys. Cool. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm actually, I had to read a little bit because I forgot. Social hierarchy, natural social hierarchy. Yeah. We're fucked. Like I was fucked out the womb then. I mean, because my mom and dad were not, I mean, even going back as far as my grandmother, my grandparents, they were not any earth shattering type of people.
Oh, yeah. Know? Yeah. We had no money growing up.
Zero. Yeah. Same, man. I remember it was so much fun for me when I was collecting cards when I was a kid. I'm still collect cards. I'm kind of a dork, but when I was collecting cards as a 15-year-old, we would go to the church and they would give us a government cheese, and it would come in like this box just big enough to put cards in, sports cards in.
Right.
So it was awesome to me that I was poor and went and got
you got those cool boxes, the store
cheese.
Cards. Yeah.
But then, I didn't have to go pay for the box, right?
Right.
So
right,
it was awesome.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I wish. Don't you wish you could forget the fucking bad shit growing up, or just the bad shit in general? Why is that always the shit that stays with you, man? Because I can remember some fucked up, crazy shit growing up.
Well, so I go to therapy a lot, and
how many days a week do you go?
Well, so I go once every 2 weeks, but for an
that's
hour.
not a lot.
Yeah, it used to be once every week, and we traveled off a little bit, but one of the things that she would always say, or she always says, is like anxiety is your brain's way of predicting possible outcomes, even though they will probably never become true.
That's a fair assessment, though, really.
So you're walking around a mall and you have anxiety, and it's a good day, the sun's out, the kids are happy, everyone's fine, and you want to go buy a shirt. But walking through this mall, you have this anxiety because your brain's going, that guy over there is fucked up. Your brain's out there like calculating all the possible bad outcomes. So if one possible bad outcome happens, you're prepared for it.
So those outcomes are never going to happen, right?
It's 1 in 99%.
Yeah.
So like 99% of the time, none of the bad outcomes ever happen.
Right.
But you live your life walking down this aisle, going towards a store that you want to buy a shirt from, as if 99 out of 99 times it happens. And that shit's crippling.
Yeah, man. Trust me, I have anxiety in my life. My 9-year-old has fucking anxiety, terrible. And it's comes down to like, Dad, what if the bus driver forgets to drop me off at the bus stop that he has delivered you at for 2 years? Right. It's not going to happen, buddy. But on his book bag, I can probably grab it from right over there. It's got his bus stop, his bus number, his home address, my mom's phone number. You know what I mean? It's like He's
It's too much.
9.
Yeah.
He's 9, man.
And I don't think that we ever had those worries when we were kids. And I wonder if, like, the access to information is getting so high, no matter what you are. Like, if you're you're adult on the internet, you open up Netflix and you have this infinite amount of things to watch, all that shit, right?
Yep.
I just wonder if our brains are trying to adapt at a faster clip than our personalities are. So like
or maybe not the brain, maybe like information is moving so fast, and our physiological being can't keep up with that. Maybe that's what it is.
And anxiety is the brain's haywire type shit going like,
right.
Holy fuck, I can't forecast all the goddamn problems.
Right.
That's your brain's
like I've never seen this happen before. Yeah. So, but what if it did happen? What would I do?
Like if it's you walking in the woods, like you're in like 35,000 BC and you're walking through the woods and it's getting dark and the moon's coming through the trees a little bit, and you're like, your brain's job is to go saber-toothed tiger, fucking bears, all like your brain's job is to point out all the fucking things, right? But that's only from the information that you had on the path in the woods right there. Right. Now we go on the fucking internet and you have everything, every thought that's ever been fucking wondered.
Or this TikTok or whatever is whatever it is, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, fucking even video games. I hear my little guys, talking on their microphones to whomever,
Sure. My
oldest son, I would call him his best friend, lives in Texas. They've never fucking met. They've been friends. They literally have been friends since they were 8 years old.
Wow.
Friends, I'll call them.
And don't know if he's 8.
He definitely is. He's,
sure.
I've talked to his mom and things because they're so close, but they've never met each other. Like, I'll walk in the room and he'd be like, "Hey, Mr. London, how are you?" And I'll be like, "Hey, Xander, what's going on?" He just went to college like last week or the week before. Wow. But I mean, so now my little guy at the time is worried about his buddy in Texas that he's never fucking met, but he's not worried about his room being a filthy mess.
Right.
Yeah,
I think, anxiety is, if you look at like what she said, and she's an expert kind of, but like whatever, but like anxiety is your brain's way of like saying, these are all the bad things that could happen. Holler. But like, I think the universe in our lifetime has opened up exponentially to, like, growing up in fucking Forestville, I never cared about Buffalo. I never cared about New York City. But now everything's like so intrinsic to like who you are as a person. Like what you think today affects how people live in New York City. It's like, what? So you're carrying around all this extra anxiety for no reason.
Truth.
Yeah. So that's shit I think about a lot. Like,
no, I definitely am on board with that because, my wife has like heightened anxiety. Both my boys do. I have anxiety, but I'm able to deal a little bit more than, just the normal Joe. But
sure.
Having conversations with Melissa when she's not stressing about something, like she got a very stressful job. So it's not about like just work or that. So she's worrying about home, being a mother, being a wife, being a caretaker, blah, then worrying about work, then worrying about, and then it just piling on. And I'm just like, Jesus, it's like you said, it's crippling. It's disabling. It's unfair almost, like it sucks.
Have you ever had like an actual panic attack?
Oh yeah. Oh, one or two times. I remember being at Madai and having one, and it was, I thought I was dying.
Yeah.
I couldn't catch my breath. I felt like my heart was going to beat out of my chest.
And,
You know, I had
and
to
some
go
part of you
around.
goes, like, you're talking to yourself and you go, I don't know why I'm feeling this way.
Mm-hmm.
And then the worst part is
You cannot
that,
talk yourself out of it.
yeah, yourself goes, no one can help you.
Yeah.
And then everything else goes through the fucking roof. Heartbeat, fucking, yeah, you're sweating, you're freaking out. Like,
Yep.
I only see that that's going to get worse for kids because it's information overload. You know, like back in the day, they used to say like, you remember there used to be a gaming console called the Neo Geo.
No.
It was like one of the first like 36-bit type fucking shits out there.
Oh,
I don't know,
you see,
but
I didn't have that. I was wearing silk outfits when silk outfits were not cool anymore. So I
cool,
didn't have
David Silver, love it.
I didn't have-
So Neo Geo came out and like they were like, no, people are having seizures over the shit.
Yeah.
Because like they weren't walked into it. Like
Yep.
8-bit Mario to 16-bit Super Nintendo or whatever to whatever. It was just like 8-bit to Neo Geo. And the lights and the flashing and shit like that, information overload, the brain's fucking shut down. And I really wonder if there's any data that can support kids with TikTok usage, kids with iPad like games versus like regular like, you know, Xbox 1 games or whatever. If there's any seizure data with that shit, because like their brains can't fucking handle it. You know,
There's no way.
my
Honestly,
kids are totally fine being on their fucking like on an iPad playing fucking Roblox for hours, and we'll
Yeah.
be like, "All right, time to get off." Like we just started. It's been 3 fucking hours. If I ask them to clean their room more than 10 minutes, like, oh, it's been 3 hours, bitch. It's been 10 minutes. Like it's all flip flop, man. It really is, and that scares
I
the
got to
fuck out of
piss.
me.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
sure.
Show your wiener for a couple seconds.
I don't know if we have the kind of time. Yeah, that shit scares me. And I'm no stranger to fucking, you know, mental fucking shit. Like, get in an elevator with somebody and they're like, oh man, your brain goes, you're fine. And then your brain goes, but what happens if you're not fine? What happens if this elevator stops mid-floor? What happens if it stops mid-floor and nobody can rescue you? You're like, it's just this, and it comes down and you're just compressed into this fucking thing and you're trapped. And then even when the elevator door opens up on the floor that you fucking said to open up on, you're still not fine. Because your brain goes, but what if? I wish there was a way to turn that shit off. There's not, but it'd be cool if it was.
Sorry, dude. I was
You're good.
holding. You know, it's so fucked up too, because going back to your point about like, you know, having your kids clean their rooms and oh, it's been forever, Dad. You know, if your kids are anything like mine, did you clean your room? I will later. Well, later to them is
Like a week away.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, to me, it's like just do it. Just clean
Yeah.
your room, and then you have this infinite window to play in. You know, like for instance, it's Saturday. Pick your room up. You know, pick all the garbage up. Get under your bed. Put your laundry in the washroom. I'll wash it. Whatever.
Sure.
I will, Dad. You know, it's what time is it now? 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
I can just imagine that room is the same way it fucking looked 2 hours ago.
Sure.
You know, when I asked him to do it. But oh, Dad, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. But you get on a video game or you get like stuck in screen time and it's game over, man.
Yeah.
Game
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So last night, 3:26 in the morning, Max comes in our room. My bed isn't comfortable. Hops in bed.
the same goddamn bed you've been sleeping in.
Yeah. Yeah. So
How old
I
is
get up.
Max?
He's 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah. So old enough to get that don't wake us up at 3:26 in the morning, you know? So I get my pillow, go downstairs to the basement, try to go to sleep. It's not going well. I come upstairs in the morning, 8:00, and they're all playing Roblox. Like, so this motherfucker gets to get up, wake us all up. Tiny didn't sleep well. I definitely didn't sleep well. And he still gets video game time? Are you fucking kidding me? I would rather say, I'll pay the $1,000 for the new iPad. I want to make him break his iPad with a hammer because he woke me up at 3:26 in the fucking morning. And it happens a lot, man. Like, it's just like, and I get like a kid has a nightmare or whatever. That's fine. But like getting up and going, yeah, my bed's just not comfortable. Fuck you.
Yeah. So this is not one of my prouder moments, but I did it because I was just so frustrated. I had told Leighton over and over and over. This is at the other house that we lived in. We had a pool. So Leighton's room had sliders right out into the pool area, had total access to it. So I'd walked in there 100 times and been like, dude, you got to clean your room, man. Your room's a mess. There's shit all over. There's, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Dad, I'll get to it. Well, it was just after Christmas and my mom had bought them this expensive special globe that like hover. It was like some big ordeal. She had to order it special, whatever. Well, that was on the ground underneath the bed. And I literally just slid the slider open, grabbed it, and threw it right in the fucking pool. Melissa said she was in the kitchen, and you could kind of like the way it was. You saw the thing go zipping into the pool. And did I want to do that? No, it was expensive. I had to replace it, but he didn't forget it. He doesn't like his decent shit doesn't usually make it to the floor. It's become like, I don't even know. It's become like a learning tool, I guess, but so I'm with you, dude. Listen, I'll fucking bite my nose off to spite my face for anything.
Sure. Yeah. So, I hate that shit. Like, and part of me goes back to, if I'm yelling, am I being how my dad was? So there's times where I'm like, what? Like this morning, I got forced out of my bed at 3:26. I go down to the basement, try to go to sleep, can't, in and out of sleep. And then at 7:00 in the morning, everyone's running around like it's fucking romper room upstairs. And I yell, come on. Like, you woke me up. You got me out of my bed. Have some fucking courtesy, please. But the way I said, come on, sounded exactly like my dad. And I'm like, God damn it. Do I want to fucking label my kids with that shit?
You can only teach the way you've learned.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
So I was just listening to Howard Stern yesterday, maybe, and he was having this exact conversation because his dad just passed away, and at 99 years old, his dad just died.
Wow.
And like Howard didn't have a good relationship with his dad. And I'm not a huge Howard Stern fan. I just like the guys around him, the people that he surrounds himself with. Like some of his comedy writers are really, really funny dudes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
he changed radio forever. So, I mean, you got to give him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely did. Yeah. Everybody from here on out will always know his name, honestly.
Sure.
But there's a lot of times that I'm just like, you're way stuck in. I mean, he's 65 or 7 years old, whatever.
Yeah, there's times where he seems either in the past or completely out of touch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
But he was talking about his dad, and this dude called in and was like, do you think your dad was teaching you, thinking he was making you great, or do you think you became great in spite of your dad? And I was thinking about that. And my dad, you know, I'm not great by any means, but you know, my dad had some character flaws. I mean, it is what it
Sure.
is, man. Do I have character flaws because of my dad or in spite of my dad? You know, it's kind of a
Yeah, I think there's a 60-40 trade on that. Like, I think 40% I'm carrying over, but I'm trying to change the 60, you know?
but you
And
don't
then
know
maybe,
anything, especially with a dad that only came into my life at 3 years old. Like I don't know my real dad. Like I
right.
don't know if
Yeah,
it's hereditary genetics or whatever
sure.
or learned behavior, you know? So
Yeah. My dad, what's weird about like old school family relationships, I don't know if this happened with you. And I have a few friends that are really good at carrying grudges. Like, this is how I feel, and I shall never move off this rock, you know?
yeah, I'll die on this hill. Yep.
Yeah, and that's fine. But growing up, I was kind of like put in the middle of my dad and his brothers and his father warring over like property, and even to the point where like who had access to a garage, you know, to the point where my dad went in and grabbed some tools out of a garage, and I wasn't allowed to see my grandfather for like 13 years. Like, the level of bullshit that grudges, like, instead of just like, it's almost better if you go have a fist fight, because at the end of the fist fight, you either get your ass kicked or you win. And then usually you're in a good spot. You're in a better spot because you got the fucking energy out, you know?
Yep. Yep.
They would just
Usually
pass.
it ends with like, hey, let's go grab a beer
Sure.
or
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, a handshake or even something. Hey, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but not today. People are
No.
dying because guns are being pulled or knives are being pulled,
Yeah.
and these kids have no remorse, no like recognition for
Oh,
any.
they think they'll respawn. like,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
exactly.
So I went
So
out to, so every Thursday we go out to, we have like this loose agreement where like we can go to a bar on Thursdays, and it's like just my guy friends, you know. Usually it's just like one, but there's a few other people we made out, and we had a couple of beers at this one spot.
together, you guys go out together or you go out separate?
Like together, like so I'll go meet my friends out, basically,
I
like
just
just
yeah, no,
yeah,
I just was
yeah.
wondering how like do her girlfriends come too and
No,
like
no, just like, you know, one of my friends is a soccer coach for like a bunch of different leagues, so it's like during the year, there's no way I'm going to see him on a Saturday or Friday, or you know,
sure,
because it's
sure.
all soccer. So we go out and we're having a couple beers, and we go like, well, let's go to the other bar. And so we start walking over there, and this town that I'm in is pretty light on the like any good establishments. It sucks, you know.
Same.
So we're at this like a little bit more. If you go there past like 1:30 in the morning, you're gonna get in a fight type of place, right? So we're hanging out, and I hear someone like hitting on a window of the bar, and it's 10:40. I know this because I promised Tanya I'd be home by 11. So it's 10:40. Here's someone hitting on the window, and it's this girl. And then it looks like 30,000 people are running towards this girl, and they start beating the fuck out of her. Yeah. Now, I go like, I should go out there and grab her and help her.
I would have struggled with that dilemma as well.
Yeah. So I text Tanya, hey, I said I was going to be home by 11. It's 10:40, and I just help the bar owner hold all the doors shut so all the people that are fighting don't roll into the bar. So it's like a thing, apparently. People fight, then people roll into the bar, they fight too. It becomes an old Western thing. And dude, I love fighting. Bar fights are my favorite thing because I'm pretty tall, pretty big, and I can punch like a motherfucker. So like, I love it. So, but all I can think about is like going in and trying to rescue this person. Now, I don't know if she did something stupid. She might have stolen fucking $20 million out of somebody in the parking lot.
Exactly.
But like, she's singled out. She's knocking on
But
the
the good dude in you
Yeah.
says, I should at least dip my toe in the water to see kind of what's
Sure.
going on with this
Figure it
girl.
out. The problem is that you can't negotiate with a crowd.
Right.
So if
Right.
I roll out there, it's let's call it 20 on 1.
It's a lynching at that point.
Yeah. It's 20 on 2 at that point. You know, so there's no way to save it. And yesterday I was hanging out with my buddy, and I'm like telling him about what happened on Thursday. He's like, well, imagine if it was your wife that was knocking on the window. They needed help. And he's not wrong, because that's how I feel if anyone ever needs help. It's not, I don't know you. It's like, I'm willing to give up most of my life to help you.
But
within
I
reason.
would have died on that hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As much as my wife at times can be difficult, as much as, you know, we don't always see eye to eye on things or whatever. If I look out that window and there's my wife or your wife,
Yeah.
or Barvian's wife,
Sure.
I'm gonna go die on that hill
all day.
You know, I'm gonna
all day.
stand there and try to fight 20 fucking people to make
I almost
sure
did it
she
for a
gets
stranger.
out.
Like Tanya said, don't get involved. She texted me back immediately. I was holding back a door so they couldn't get in through the patio, and I texted her like, "I'm locked in a bar. I'm not going to be home by 11. Yeah,
too late.
I'm not going to be home at 11. That's all I want to tell her. She's like, do not get involved. And I feel so fucking guilty for not running out the door and easily. I mean, people fight like this with big arms. You know, if you stay in, you can at least knock a couple people out with a couple of shots. You know, and maybe it dispels the fucking thing, and maybe you can pick this girl up. Maybe you can drag her inside, and whatever. But yeah, I just felt so fucking pigeonholed. You know, between like what I wanted to do and what was smart. What's smart is don't fucking do it.
Not getting involved is what's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Tanya's clearly thinking with a logical head.
She's a long-term. I'm short bursts.
You're thinking with a logical, or with a giving heart. She's thinking with a logical head.
This person's hurt.
I totally get it. Yeah. Yeah. But even with holding the door shut, you probably became like, fuck, I like coming here. This owner, like, I don't want to see the small business owner. I don't want to see this fucking guy lose
Dude, the panic,
everything.
You know, I kind of know the people that own the bar ish.
Yeah. They become
the panic
kind
that
of
they have
friends.
to, like, you know, this one guy, super nice bartender, sweetie. The panic he had trying to like figure out where else other people could get into the bar. It felt like a goddamn zombie movie. And the first thing I think of when you see a zombie is like, well, let's fucking knock its goddamn head off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of fucking people. And
so do we ever know what happened with the girl?
Don't know.
Do we ever know what she did?
Don't know. I was telling my friend, and he's just like, man, like, you know, he's a very compassionate person. So he's like, I just wonder, like, if anyone wanted to help her. Like, I think everybody wanted to help her in the bar.
Yeah.
But like, the second you get past the fucking wall and the fucking gate shuts behind you, you're up against the fucking snow people.
And you're on your own. And that becomes a point where, like, the bar is like, he made his own decision. We can't go out there and help him anymore. It's yeah, I get where you're, where your head's at and things like that, but
it's not even a good scrap. It's not like a 1-on-1 or like even 2-on-1.
No, it's not even a good decision.
Yeah. So my sister came to town before COVID.
She's a pretty good musician, dude.
Oh yeah, she's the best. Yeah, she's awesome.
She's pretty good, man.
And we were at some place, and we were going to go to one place where they had karaoke, and the other place where they had a live band. And I said, you could either go do karaoke, and it'll be great, and we'll have the best, most fun ever, or I will show you the biggest bar fight you've ever seen in your life. She's like, well, there's no way you can predict that there's going to be a bar fight. But knowing the place we were going to go to, I could. I was like, let's go here. So we go to the bar fight place. And there was a fucking melee. Like, we're talking like Roadhouse level fucking fight. Like, dudes tackling each other into pool tables, women grabbing each other's hair, throwing them into the fucking rack of pool cues. It was like a fucking melee. And the whole time, I'm like trying to keep people behind me because, like, you never know where a bar fight's going to go. The energy can come this way. You got to like push them down or, get the fuck out of the way.
You need to be in control to make sure, because I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
You guys stay here.
Get the fuck
I'll
behind.
fucking handle it. Right.
Yeah.
I'll handle it.
The worst thing that somebody could do in that is Tanya always grabs the back of my shirt.
To let you know that she's there, or to try to get you out of there?
To prevent me from doing anything. Which is like, if there's dogs that are going to fight, drop the leashes, and usually it's better than have, I can't tell you how many times we've been in situations where I haven't even thrown a punch, but I'm feeling restricted to the point where I'm like, I might have to fucking lose my mind.
Yep.
Yeah, it sucks. So I hate that shit. I hate it.
Yeah, that's shitty. So we were out. We had friends come down. Well, friends of ours came down to visit other friends of ours that live down here. And we all went out one night. And the one friend that came down from New York was super hammered, was dancing with this girl. And her boyfriend comes out of nowhere, basically, and challenges this dude. And my buddy, who came down to visit, is on vacation, basically doesn't realize that she has a boyfriend.
Sure.
And it becomes a sticky little situation. And my buddy's looking at him like he's got fucking 37 heads because he's so hammered he can't figure out where he's at. Right. So the dude, her boyfriend, says, fuck you, get off my girl. I'm gonna kill you. And he reaches, I don't know if he was reaching into his pants. Like, I'm pretty good about letting things play out. Like,
sure.
you and him are gonna fight. You guys can fist fight, but if you start beating him up or he starts beating you up,
if you're punching down, he's on the ground.
I'm gonna jump in and be like, game over.
Yeah.
But this dude said, I'm gonna kill you, and he was drunk too, started doing something. I don't know what he did because I didn't give him a chance to. I fucking jumped in and I grabbed him by the throat, and I was fucking manhandling this dude. And everybody's trying to get me off, and I'm like, you're not gonna fucking kill anybody.
Sure.
And Melissa came up behind me and she grabbed me by the shirt and whispers in my ear, it's me.
That's great.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So that kind of grabbed me by the back and like kind of like, so I don't tear a dude's head off.
Yeah.
I appreciate, but no. Like if I'm already to that point where I'm gonna, my adrenaline's so like it's firing on all cylinders and I'm ready to rock.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like dogs gonna fight. Just drop the leash,
Yeah.
let them do it.
I'm not a, don't hold back here. Just if I know you're behind me, I know you're safe.
Right. That's
But
exactly it.
if I need to go forward, I need you to still be the fuck behind me, like way behind me,
Yep, that's
I hate that shit.
it's
Like,
not
go ahead, sorry.
and it's not like a bad control. It's just like making like you're just trying to protect your family.
Yeah.
And I
do
get
we need,
that. Your
do
family,
we need more stress? Like the stress of like going, all right, this guy's eye exploded because some guy got fucking punched in the face. These women are pulling each other's hair and they're falling all over the place like it's fucking, Roadhouse. And then the whole rush is coming towards you. I don't need to be pulled backwards like this. I need you to get the fuck back. Like get the fuck back. Like I'll be the barrier, Yeah, we were in Louisville and hanging out with some friends, and I go to the bar and they had a promotion between like 7 and 10. It's $1 PBR. So you get for $1 you get a PBR. So I throw a 20 down and just I'm thinking like they're gonna call my bluff. There's no way they're gonna give me 20 PBRs. Nope, they line up 20 PBRs. So I'm handing beers out to everyone in the fucking bar. Great. So I'm sitting down.
That just won't end well. That just won't end well.
Yeah, but whatever. I'm sitting down. It's my friend, me, Tanya, and our other friend. And these guys are talking behind us. There's kind of like a middle row of like where you could put drinks up, but not really a place where you could sit, So it's kind of like a middle bar top height, 20-foot fucking long thing. And for some reason, this fight starts, and this dude gets like thrown on my friend's wife right next to me. And so I pick him up, I grab him, and I like pick him up, and I like put him over the thing. I put him over the bar top. So I'm holding him. I'm not fighting him. I'm just holding him because he fell on a fucking woman. So I pick him up and I just put him there. And I didn't know that he wasn't the bad guy in it. He got kind of fucking jobbed by some other guy. So I'm holding him on top of this bar top.
Right now, you're the bad guy on my buddy's wife. So.
Yeah. I mean, so I pick him up, put him there. I'm holding him there. And I'm like, what the fuck's happening? They're like, oh, he did this. Then they're pointing this other guy. I'm like, so I just walk both these guys out the fucking door. I'm like, so I'm the bouncer now, Yeah. But the whole time, my friend's wife was like, it's okay. It's fine. He didn't mean it. Like, making up excuses for this guy that just got like fucking jobbed on top of it. Like, no, let's remove everybody. Let's get everybody out of the thing. And I'm not like the biggest guy in the world. Like, I just hate when like that shit happens, man. I hate it. So the other night, man, I had a fucking moral dilemma going like, I don't know what this lady did. I don't know why she's there. I don't know why everyone's running up and kicking her. I don't know. But 80% of me was like, I need to get out the fucking door and fucking grab this bitch and just drag her inside and make it okay. And I didn't do it. And I feel terrible.
No. You know what, dude?
You got to take calculated risks.
Fuck yeah.
And I think that was...
Yeah. Especially in today's day and age. And I can see the glare on my fucking head from my window right here in front of me. I'm going to have to do something about that.
Looks good.
I hate it right there. No.
Looks good. No, you look shiny. It's a dewy look.
Fucking dumb. No, you absolutely have to take calculated risks, especially in today's day and age, because you don't know the level of crazy somebody is at.
Sure.
You get these fucking dudes that are running into schools or running into 7-Elevens or a parade, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, and this is a bar where like recently people have just been shot in.
Yeah, fuck that.
So
you're outside of Chicago, right?
No, we're like low. Like we're like 2 hours from St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're nowhere near Chicago.
No, low, like super low. But like, let's say that I go out there. Best case scenario, I get the girl, bring her inside, no one gets hurt. Let's say that I'm bringing this girl inside, and some guy tries to punch me, and I punch him, and he falls and hits his head on the sidewalk and dies.
That's worst case scenario.
And then you're guilty of murder. And then let's say this girl stole someone's fucking shit.
Guilty of murder. It'd be like manslaughter.
Involuntary manslaughter. Yeah. But either way, you're fucked,
Yeah.
So, like, very rarely in my life have I been like, I'm just going to sit. And I felt like a racehorse in a fucking gate, like ready to roll.
And your door didn't open.
No. And I listened to the greater minds. But the other day, I'm hanging out with my friend. And he's just like, well, shit, man. Like, what happens if it was Tanya? What happens if it was like my wife? What, like, and I'm like, if it was Tanya, I'll die for it. If it was your wife, I'll die for it. Like, I'm like, I don't know what this fucking lady did. I don't know. But there was a fucking melee.
Then leave it at that.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Not everything has a nice, neat bow to tie it up.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's no like, there's no way to go, well, if I would have went out the door, I could have went out the door and just got fucking cold cocked and
we're beaten by 20 dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
yeah. It wasn't a winnable situation, but
no,
God damn it.
Like
winnable. But if it's your wife, if it's my wife, if it's his wife,
if it's my wife or my kids,
die on the hill.
If you're a member of Team London, which all my friends and family are, it's game over.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll go to the grave.
Yeah. So. But it was go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I just looked at the clock and I have to get going now. It's 4:00. But if you want to jump on a little bit and do some picks or something, let's fucking fire it out.
Well, I need to nap because my kid woke me up at 3 a.m. But I'm gonna I'll send you picks for tonight.
Text me when you're up.
Yeah, I will.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Love you.
Love you.
Stay cool.
Gay, straight, or something else.
Either way, it all works out.